everybody sometime. Everybody falls.
In the history of television, the Dean Martin Show is really one of a kind. To understand what I mean by that, you have to know about the unusual arrangement Dean had with the network. You see, for whatever reasons he had at the time, Dean wasn't so sure he wanted to do a weekly variety show, so I guess he figured the best way not to do it was to invent some pretty impossible conditions. So impossible, no network would ever agree to them. He said, sure, he'd be happy to do a weekly show, but he didn't want to rehearse the sketches. As a matter of fact, he didn't even want to rehearse the songs. And if he didn't feel like singing, he wouldn't sing. Now, of course, Dean's a reasonable man, and he did agree to introduce his guests and see that everybody had a good time, but, well, you'd think no network would ever buy a contract like that. They did. The public bought it, too, and right on buying that fresh, spontaneous style that Dean brought to television, a style that kept his show right on top for almost a day. There were wonderful moments. The show was full of surprises. If you were a guest, you never knew quite what to expect. As a matter of fact, if you were Dean, you didn't know what to expect. For instance, the famous closet. Anybody or anything might be waiting to step out, and Dean himself was the last to know.
I beg your pardon.
Mr. Raymond Burr. Oh! I thought I'd stop in. Is this Flip Wilson's show? No, that's funny. I thought I heard people laughing in here. No, I'm kidding. I came over to give you a Willie Lump Lump special, a little concoction that I've whipped up myself. It's a half a bottle of scotch, half a bottle of bourbon, half a bottle of gin, half a bottle of rum, and with a black widow spider riding the olive sides. You just drink that right down.
Well, won't that make me sick?
It'll help.
Hi, I'm Bob Newhart. I'm happy to say I was around and part of something unique in television called the Dean Martin Experiment, a show where the star never rehearsed. True, he'd come in at the last minute after the rest of the cast had worked and slaved all week. And for the most part, he did everything just once. Oh, sure, he'd goof now and then, but the public seemed to love it. It became known as the Dean Martin style, nice and easy. And for comedians, what a great straight man, even without a rehearsal. I'll show you what I mean. Here's a bit we did together that first year of the NBC series back in 1965.
You
do you have a private room of some kind? I'd like to discuss returning a gift.
Oh, well, is it underwear, sir?
No, it isn't underwear. See, my wife bought me a toupee for our anniversary, and I'd like to return it.
Well, do you have it with you, sir?
It's under the hat, yes.
Well, what model is it, sir?
I don't know. I don't know what model it is. It's the crew cut with the widow's peak.
Oh, our Mr. Wonderful model.
Whatever you call it.
Well, could I see the item, sir?
I'll show it to you in just a minute. There's some people coming. Just don't stir me. Just have they gone by?
Yeah, yes, they've gone by.
See, there it is. See, the problem is, I notice people on the street, they start laughing at me as I come towards them, you know.
Well, it certainly makes you look years younger.
Thank you very much, sir. But see, they still laugh. And see, we went to this party, and I bent down to put some cheese dip on this cracker, and the toupee fell into the cheese dip. And everyone quit having cheese dip.
Huh?
Maybe a laughing matter to you, sir. It's not. And the hostess started crying, and...
Hostess?
And the hostess, yes. And we spent about 2 hours trying to fish it out of the cheese. So, anyway, I took it home, and I put it in our washer-dryer, you know. And we have one of those with the windows, you know. And see, there's another problem. See, the kids like to sit and watch it.
They like to watch it go up?
And, see, they're mad because I'm returning it, you know.
Would you want a full exchange on it?
Well, I'd like a straight man who didn't laugh. No, I don't want the full exchange. What I'd like to get is a real cheap one I could stick in the washer for the kids.
Well, did you know your wife was getting it for you, sir?
Well, I didn't. Well, looking back, of course. See, one morning she came in with this piece of paper and she told me to put my head on it, you know, and she traced my head, but she never told me what it was for, you know.
Well, exactly what is your main complaint?
Well, the main complaint is it doesn't do what, you know, you say it's going to do.
Well, that particular model is guaranteed to stay on in a hurricane.
Well, I know it stays on a hurricane, but see, we're from Iowa, and you know we really don't get that many hurricanes. See, mainly I want it to stay on when I go down for the cheese dip.
Well, of course, if you wish to exchange it, we'd have to have the price tag.
You're sure you worked with Jerry?
Yeah. But our stuff wasn't this funny, I'll tell you that.
Could I use your phone?
Oh, for heaven's sake, yeah.
Honey, listen, you want to call the Hennessy's and ask them to look and see if there's a price tag in the bottom of the dish?
Do you know I used to study Dean? I tried to figure out what technique he was using to look so relaxed and natural. Actually, he was genuinely relaxed and natural. And he was a great listener, so the unexpected never threw him, not even when Goldie Hawn started delving into philosophy. This was a first meeting for Dean and Goldie, and there was instant chemistry. I was there. It didn't take Goldie long to get Dean involved in a very deep, deep discussion. What?
Oh, it's just wonderful having you on my show. I've always wanted to get to know you and find out what you're really like.
Oh.
Yeah, because whenever I watch you on television, you're always pretending to be so dumb. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not pretending. I really am dumb.
You are?
Yeah, I am. You know, and what's more, I'm proud of it. Dumb is beautiful.
You're proud of being dumb?
That's right. I mean, now, did you ever stop and think, who are all the people that cause all the trouble in the world?
I give up. Who?
The smart people.
The smart people.
That's right. And who are the scientists and the statesmen and the generals who run all the government, make all the wars, and the dumb people? No, the smart people.
Smart people. That's right.
And another question. Look at air pollution. I mean, who invented the cars and the machines that cause all that?
The smart people.
The smart people.
Yes.
Yes. And what's the major problem confronting our universities in, like,
The smart people. That's it. You know, I never thought of that.
That's because you're dumb like me.
She's so right. Yeah, that's right.
Yes, and then there's the overpopulation crisis.
Well, now, you just wait a minute and hold on there, Goldie. You can't blame that on the smart people. I mean, dumb people have just as many babies.
Yeah, but they can't count 'em.
I know that. I'm with you, Goldie, but what can we dumb people do about this
well,
thing?
now, this is the question we all have to stick together.
Where?
I said that before, didn't I?
Probably where I heard it. Go ahead.
In fact, we just formed a national organization.
Organization?
Yes!
Hey, why did you cheer up?
It's called the DDA.
The DDA?
Dumb Dumbs of America.
Oh.
Yeah, it costs $5,000 to join, and we never have any meetings. You don't get membership.
No membership?
Membership privileges, you don't even get a membership card.
Well, gee whiz, a person would have to be real dumb to join an organization like that.
Exactly. That's how we weed out all the undesirables.
What'd you say?
I said that's how we weed out all the undesirables.
You said that just the same as you did the first time. And that ain't being too dumb. Well, doesn't your organization have any activities at all?
Yes, we went and did
You went and pulled what?
a dum-dum march, a dumb people's march on Washington.
And what happened?
Well, we got lost.
You got lost. Is there any possible way that you can join an organization?
Yeah, like that. It's not.
Like that?
It's not easy. You see, there's an initiation test.
Oh.
And yeah, and you have to get under 30 to pass.
You have to have under 30 to pass? Well, what kind of test is it?
Well, let me show you. Could we have a dictionary, please?
It's another dummy that threw it in, I'll tell you that. All right, now, how's this thing go? What do you do?
Well, you look in there, you pick out some words, and I'll tell you what they mean.
Oh, all right. All right. Okay, here we go. Appreciate.
Appreciate. That's like last year what you lost on your car.
Oh. Posterity?
Posterity. That's what you're sitting on wherever you are.
Familiarize.
Familiarize. That's like when you're getting fresh with a chicky-boom-boom.
A chicky-boom-boom. Oh, all right. Subterfuge.
He goes in the game to kick.
Goes in the game to kick.
Yeah, well.
Well, hot diggity dirt. I didn't know that. All right, to correspond.
To correspond. When you make two people get a divorce.
In Providence.
In Providence. That's a city in Rhode Island, of course.
Euphonious.
Euphonious. That's some instruments Hungarians pick.
An antidote.
If you're poisoned, take it quick. A word
a day.
A word a day. Like resume.
Yes.
That's how we keep our fancy IQ. A word a day.
A word a day.
Like cheese souffle. Oh, matinee.
Oh, cheese souffle. From Park Avenue to under 8.
To under 8. That's a word insurance salesmen use most.
What's tantamount?
Tantamount. That's a company that is here on the coast, a picture company on
Disseminate.
the coast. Disseminate. That's a fella with the feminine point of view. You! But kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope means I love you.
Station breaks are a special treat. Whatever the nonsense, Dean went through with it. But just once.
Because I got a lot. Hey! That's a real inside job. Now, don't you? Because, all right! You know, physical right thing. You know how I hate water.
Dean never attacked a song. Dean performed a song. And to perform a song, okay, you have to understand the lyrics. You have to have a feel for the music. And that's the way Dean worked. And with that came the charm and the smile and the look and all the marvelous moves that Dean had. It's like the difference between watching Fred Astaire in a number. And he's brilliant. He's fantastic. He's precise. He is the most precise performer I've ever known in my life. I was lucky to be able to do one of those shows. He's fantastic. I was also fortunate enough to work with Gene Kelly. Gene Kelly had great moves, great dancer, but he had more of a feel for the room and for what he was doing. And Dean, of course, was like Gene Kelly. Other guys, precise guys, performers, not performers, singers, were like Astaire. Gene used to love to work with Dean. They just felt the great companionship, feel, performance, and they understood one another.
Am I blue? Am I blue? Blue? Ain't these tears in these eyes telling
Now, wait a minute. Gee, I can't go on. I'm all choked up.
you? You mean all these blue songs were too sad for you?
No, I think I have my shorts on backwards.
Oh,
But you're right. Those blues songs are awful sad. Let's sing something bouncy.
okay. Raquel, well. That's enough. Yeah. I'll tell you what we'll do, Dean. Let's sing some happy blues songs.
Happy blues songs?
Yeah, you know, like Blue Skies or Bye Bye Blues.
Oh, that's the saddest title I ever heard.
What? Bye Bye Blues?
Oh, blues. I thought you said bye-bye booze.
Oh, no.
Blue skies smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. Bye, bye, blues. bells ring, birds sing, sun is shining, no more crying, just smiling. Don't sigh, don't cry, bye, bye, don't sigh, don't cry, bye, bye, blue.
You know, very few doctors I know wear tuxedos on the job. But on Dean's show, that didn't seem to bother anybody. Least of all, a guy like Johnny Carson.
You the head of the hospital?
Yes, what can I do for you?
Well, I have a little complaint to make about your hospital. You see, I was here a month ago to have my appendix out. Well, I really don't know how to tell you this, but you see, it's just one of those crazy.
You want us to put your appendix back?
But let me tell you what happened. You see, I was in a semi-private room, and the other patient in the room didn't want to be by the window. So we switched beds, you see. And we were scheduled for surgery the next morning, both of us. Well, to make a long story short, they gave me the operation they were supposed to give the other patient.
What kind of operation was that?
It was a sex change operation.
How we treat patients here, I mean, at this hospital, we aim to please.
It's not your aim. I'm complaining about it.
We've never had anything like this happen before. Well, what is your name?
Green. Cynthia Green.
Well, you gotta admit we sure did a good job. Won't you please sit down? Oh, yes, excuse me.
Not half as sorry as my husband.
Well, it's just, I don't want to complain.
You poor dear, but try and look on the bright. Try and look on the bright side. This could open a lot of new doors for you.
Like what?
The men's room.
We do a lot more things together now.
You do?
Mm-hmm. 3 nights a week, my husband and I go out looking for broads.
I want you to know, Mrs. Green.
Just call me Cynthia.
Cynthia. I want you to know, Cynthia, the hospital will do everything in its power to make amends. Just tell us what you want.
I'll tell you what I do want. I want you to get the best doctors, the best nurses, the best surgeons in the world. I want you to bring them all here together at the hospital at your expense. And I want you to right this terrible wrong that you've done me.
You mean you want us to change you back into a woman?
No, I want you to talk to my husband. I want you to meet him.
I just love being on Dean's show. They always let me sing and play the piano and dance and do watch.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for my first impression.
Hey, no, just a second. What do you mean for your first impression? What is this?
Well, the last few times you've had me on your show, Dean, you let me sing. So I thought maybe this time I'd do something a little different. So I worked up a couple of impressions.
Hey, that's terrific. Who do you do?
Oh, a lot of people. A lot of people. I always had kind of a flair for it, mimicry, and when I was a kid. Here, let me show you. This is one of my favorites.
Who's that?
Jimmy Cagney.
Oh, Jimmy Cagney.
Well, you dirty rat, you're the guy who gave it to my brother. Well, then brother was back.
Hey, and I thought you were going to be lousy. else do you do? Who else?
Here's my Ed Sullivan.
Ed Sullivan.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight on our stage we have a really big show.
Oh, that's fantastic. I don't know. You really got him down to a T. It's fantastic.
Wow. Wait till you see this one. Betty Davis.
Betty Davis.
You need a cigarette.
Well, here, go ahead.
Peter? Hey, Peter? Hey, Peter?
Yeah, well, hey, that...
What are you doing, Peter?
Hey, now, that's spooky. I don't know. That's spooky. Let me have...
Well, in fact, I do a lot of others, but they aren't perfected yet.
What?
As a good friend and frequent guest on Dean's show, I was just as aware as the rest of America that Dean's charisma included being quite a ladies' man. They all found him charming, suave, sexy, attentive, and, of course, the show made sure Dean was surrounded by them. He came in once a week and found the studio filled with gorgeous girls. That's not a bad way to begin your day. Back in 1965, the show started this policy innocently enough.
Like heaven for little girls, for little girls get bigger every day. Like heaven for little girls, they grow up in the most delightful way.
I think one of them got my bottle by mistake.
Those little eyes so helpless and appealing, one day will flash and send you crashing through the ceiling. Thank heaven for little girls. Thank heaven for them all, no matter where, no matter who. Without them, what would little boys do?
Then the dolls became real live ones.
I don't believe it. How come they can touch me, I can't touch them?
Pretty Girls became a regular part of the show each week with musical questions. Now watch this particular show and see how Dean handles an unusual situation. Remember, this is not an outtake. This is the way it went out on the air.
What is this thing called love?
You'll never know if you don't know now.
Take all these up.
Oh, do what you done before, baby.
Love is lovelier the second time around.
I'm beginning to like this game.
Mere alcohol don't agree.
She made the mistake. I didn't make a mistake. She made a mistake. If I get no kiss from champagne. Don't bite your nails. You know what happened to Venus de Milo. Well, you're off. Okay. No, come on. Let's do it again for you. It's all right, sweetheart. It'll just come out of your check. It's all right. Let's do it again. We all make mistakes. Remember Hitler?
Dean always kept it light and put everyone at ease. Watch how smoothly it goes this time.
Let's play, what do you say? A little game of musical questions. It's a funny little game, we love it a lot.
Okay.
As long as you don't try to put us on the spot.
Well, ain't this a kick, girls? Now, you know how to play. Just grab a card, and you sing the question, and I'll give an answer. Okay?
What is this thing called love?
You'll never know if you don't know now.
Oh, do, what you done before, baby?
Love is lovelier the second time around.
I'll put more into that. Hi again.
I get no kick from champagne. Mere alcohol doesn't thrill me at all.
Two different worlds, we live in two different worlds.
If you watch closely in this number, you'll see Roy Rogers, Dale Evans, and all the dancers lead Dean around as they shout instructions and push and pull him in all directions. Dean just stayed loose and went with it. Proof that the leading man can be led, but just once, on camera.
Pat your toe, you meet your partner and promenade home. Bird and bird, cup goes out to the right with the bird in the cage in 3 real pins. Bird hop out and the crow hop in. Circle forward, he goes again. Change your right hand, lady with the left hand round. The pointer with the right, his cheek comes round. The head bend off and a proper stump with the hole in the floor and budge up. And man, you left and right, your part go right and left. Hurry up, boys, there's no snow. Chicken and a bread pan, big enough belt. Meet your partner and promenade home. Meet your honey and you pat her on the head. She don't like biscuit and cornbread. First, 10, out to the right, the swing old Adam. Now, youngin', swing old Adam before you leave.
Never one to be outdone. When Jack Benny dropped in, he brought his own ding-a-lings.
Oh, I'm so dizzy. Jack, I said you could do my entrance, but who are they? These are my ding-a-lings. They don't look like they have much ding left in them. Whatever they've got is plenty for me.
Yes, Dean had his girls every week, and they were charmed by him. But then Jack's ladies were just as crazy about Jack. Well, I guess when two great lovers meet, it presents a challenge that can only be met by a showdown.
Why this feeling? Why this glow? Why this thrill when you say hello? It's a strange and tender magic you do, Mr. Wonderful.
That's me.
Why the trembling when you speak? Why this joy when you touch my cheek? I must tell you what my heart knows is true. I'm Mr. Wonderful.
That's me.
Why don't we do this more often? Just what are we doing tonight?
Gee, but it's great to get together again. Why does it only happen now and then? Oh, why don't we do this more often?
Darling,
this show, Victor Borge attempts to show Dean his method of vocal punctuation marks.
It's a punctuation that makes it very clear what you are singing or what you are singing about. So,
but you can't sing punctuation marks.
Oh, yes, my system, the phonetic punctuation. You see, I have a system I call the phonetic punctuation. And that means that you add sounds to the punctuation marks. So anybody who understands the system will know what it is all about. For instance, a period sounds like this. Could you turn the other way when you do that?
That's period?
Well, it's your show. You can wherever you want.
All right, then what?
That's the period. Then a dash is...
Good.
And an exclamation point is a vertical dash with a period underneath. Then the comma. Quotation are two commas. Now, your left hand is the other way.
Oh.
Question mark is rather difficult.
Question mark?
Yeah. No, your isn't long enough.
Oh.
Anything else? Yeah, just a colon and the dash.
A colon?
The colon. I'm sorry.
No.
Okay. And the dash. That's
That dash, right? But what are we going to do it, or how do you sing these things?
Well, you sing a song, and I'll do the punctuation mark, and then I will ask you to sing a song with the punctuation mark. Just get used to it. It's nothing.
All right. Okay, well,
I finally learned it myself.
All right. Remember the night the night you said I love you. Remember? Hey, now that's great. Now why don't you sing, and I'll try the punctuations. Maybe I can do it. I don't know.
Well, I only sing for funerals, but...
All right, I'll try.
Oh, you can kiss me on a Monday. A Monday. A Monday. A Monday is the best. Never on a Sunday, a Sunday, a Sunday, 'cause that's my day of rest. That's... No, sometimes it doesn't come out.
Doesn't come out at all.
Then you save it for the next time.
Oh. Well, here goes. I'll try something, you know. Myself, I have to do this? How can I do it myself? Fly me to the moon.
That's a good one.
And let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars.
Good.
In other words, hold my hand. You can get clean on this show. You sing now, Victor. You sing.
Again, I'm crying. Yeah. Maria. I've just met a girl named Maria. And suddenly that name will never be the same to me. The most beautiful sound I ever heard. Maria.
Wonderbar, what a perfect night for love. Where are you? Why is it truly wonderbar?
Shall we dance on a bright cloud of music? Shall we fly? Shall we dance? Shall we dance?
Shall we then say goodnight and mean goodbye? A female deer. Red, me and me, I call myself a long way to run. So peace and brings that will bring us back to don't tick, don't tick, don't tick, don't.
I saw you last night and got that old feeling. When you came in sight, I got that old feeling.
The moment that you danced by, I felt the thrill. Then when you caught my eye, my heart stood still.
Once again, I seem to feel that old yearning. Then I know
That spark of love, who is still burning. There'll be no new romance for me. It's foolish to start, for that old feeling is still in my heart. Learned in a hobo jungle are things they never taught me in a classroom.
like where to find a handout. I'm off thumbing through Chicago in the afternoon.
Hey, I'm not, a bragging or complaining.
Yeah.
I'm just talking to myself, man to man.
Man to man. This old man will find out chewing.
I didn't take
A lot of doing, but I take a lot of pride in what I am.
I never traveled in a hurry. 'Cause I got nobody waiting for me anywhere.
Home is anywhere I'm living. It's sleeping on some vacant bench in City Square.
Or if I'm working on some road gang, or just living off the fat of our great land.
Oh yeah, our great land. I never been nobody's son, but at least I got a title. And I take a lot of pride in what I am.
And I take a lot of pride in what I
For 2 years, a regular part of the Dean Martin Show was a sort of a situation comedy segment with Kay Medford as Ken Lane's mother, who thinks that Dean is merely that small-time Italian crooner who sings on her Kenny show.
If you don't sit still for your haircut, you won't get the lollipop. Oh, I'll get it, Ken. Yes, happy? Oh, it's you. It's only Marvin, dear. Who's this?
Well, this is my friend here. This is my friend Frank Sinatra.
Oh, how'd you do, Mr. Sinister? I'm just getting my Kenny ready for the party. You're a little bit early. I'm not finished yet. But come in, sit down. Oh, no, not there. That's for company, please.
Hi, Dean. Hi, Frank. Hello, Kenny. How are you? Oh, you're sitting on the party again, huh?
show business, too?
You kidding? Mrs. Lane, show her your doobie-doobie-doo.
Mom.
Yeah.
Will you get your mind out of the gutter?
No, Mrs. Lane, what Dean means is that I sing just like him.
Oh, well, you have my deepest sympathy. Well, it's going to be a lovely party tonight. Some very nice girls are coming.
Did you have any trouble getting enough girls, Kenny?
Oh, of course not. Girls are crazy about Kenny. All he has to do is call them.
Yeah, Ken sure has a way with call girls.
I'd tell you to go jump in the lake, but I think you'd cause an oil slick. Frankie? Frankie, do you go out with girls yet?
No, ma'am, I'm saving myself.
For when you get married.
No, for when he gets divorced.
Marvin, if the Pope knew you were Italian, he'd turn Jewish. I think we're all finished now, but you know, maybe we ought to wash it, dear.
Well, give it to me. I'll drop it off at the cleaners.
Why don't you drop your mind off at the cleaners while you're at it? Now, Frankie, don't you worry about the girls. You'll be perfectly safe. I'm your chaperone.
What's a chaperone?
Oh, Frank, picture Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice with Billy Graham sitting in the middle.
Oh, happy New Year. Hello, dear.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Monique. I'm Ken's date.
Hi, I'm Ken.
Well, you got 5 minutes, then I'm Ken.
Kenny.
Monique, darling.
They make a lovely couple, huh?
She sure does.
Well, I really am glad we came tonight. Usually on New Year's Eve, I have a little get-together at my place.
Yeah, it's his annual affair.
Oh, you're slowing down, huh? That must be the other girl.
Oh, look at it. Look at it.
All right.
Look at it. Do you know... Wow. Do you know who they are?
I don't even know what they are.
Marvin, I want you to meet Kenny's sister. This is Shirley, and this is her
Shirley.
girlfriend, Gladys. Why don't you pick and see who gets who?
Gee, what a shame. We don't have a coin to flip.
Here.
Okay, Frank. What do you want, heads or tails?
Judging by their heads, neither. All right, I'll take a shot with it. I'll take tails.
Okay. Heads, I win. You get both of them.
I think I ought to let the girls choose. Shirley, why don't you pick, huh? That's right. Get ready.
Why do I always get stuck with the ugly one?
Now, we've talked a lot about Dean's charming ability to walk blindly into a sketch, do it once and make it work, or being thrown into a dance routine without rehearsal and making that enjoyable. Well, when it came to singing, well, just about every singing star in the business appeared on Dean's shows and always looked forward to those medleys with him. What times they had.
Everybody loves somebody sometime, especially especially down in dear old Houston. Remember that? Yes, time to roll the barrel for the gang of
Them tumbling down, pledging their love to the ground. Only but three I'll be found, drifting along with a tumbling tumbleweed.
Shining on the field below. Folks are pulling sound, soft and low. You needn't tell me so, 'cause I know it's sleepy time down south. The old Southland was really something. Take me back there, oh, I'm alone. Swing it, daddy. How I love to be in my mammy's arms.
Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in? Won't you come on in?
miracles, I guess,
Miracles, I guess,
still happen now and then.
I'll be waiting here. With my arms unfurled, with my arms unfurled, waiting just for you.
Welcome to my world.
Welcome to my
The Biltmore Garage wants a grand, but we ain't got a grand on hand.
If you watch the scenes with the two of the guys together, okay, you'll start to gravitate toward Dean because he has such a command on that audience. You don't know that Frank's on the stage. You're only concerned with Dean because now Dean is in his element. He's a performer. He's not singing. He's performing. Is he singing? Yeah, they're doing some things together, but he's really